Good morning, and it is actually it's actually morning. All right, I'm actually saying it's morning when it's morning. That's surprising. Okay, so I've got a couple people asking me how I feel about the changes for Mirage and how it concerns me and how I built this RF Chieftain. I like that. I like the Hinakura switch. I am not mad at it. I think it's actually a really good way of going about it. Um, so, two things on my noggin for that. First one, twice the percentage of how it occurs when it occurs is going to be exceptional for chaining. Exceptional for chaining, especially if we do high density fucking 100 delirious maps. No, I'm not doing one now. But if we do 100% delirious, like currency runs or alba runs or, whatever we're going to do, that makes it exceptionally better as far as clear. Makes me kind of worried if the PlayStation 5 is. Um, and thankfully, I'm not at 4 anymore, but honestly, it's dropped me a couple of times, like when we were doing the Alba stuff or the proposed run for doing the 15 fucking thousand rares. I think that one guy pulled off. Um, not gonna blink an eye at that because honestly, that kind of AOE proc is gonna just overload it. It really will. Um, so maybe I'm almost thinking that and suggesting that they limit more on the graphic for the Hinokora and maybe that'll alleviate a little bit of the processing issue that I'm thinking is going to happen. Trying to think of what else. Oh, okay. So the blood notch and immutable force interaction getting nerfed because they're going from 60% to 30%. So, well, 20 to 30, whereas this one's up to 60. Not happy about it. Not happy really at all about it. But it's not like it's something that we can't work around. Um, Having recuperated life can appear on several different pieces. Was looking on it, and I think a ring can also spawn with it. So maybe we can add that into COG later. The other thing is there is a chess piece that is 100%, but then again, we lose the DR from the 40% from Cloak of Flame. And obviously, that's kind of the better option. It's 40% flat negation. I mean, that's pretty big. Um, as far as, physical going into a elemental damage. Now, there are other builds that do this, but for our ease of access, that is just flipping huge. So I was thinking of going ahead and using dot dot dot. Which node is it? Um, Not that one. Okay, so it's a mastery node, but yeah. Okay, so runegraft this one of the mastery nodes and put on the 40% crit. Then is recuperated as life. Limit the amount of crit you take by 100%, and then every damage is the same damage, and you then get a 40% additive recoup life. And I'm wondering if it's a separate recoup, like it's a secondary life leech, or if it just gets added into. But of course, that has its predetermined maximum. But that's what I'm thinking. Even to the point of maybe even going to, no, not Herald. I need 2 points of intelligence to make that work. Or 2 nodes for intelligence, I should say, sorry, to make that work. Right now I'm sitting at, da-da-da-da-da-da, Neg 90, it's 5% per. So I think that's how I'm going to go about it, at least at first. That one I'm still going to try to get. That one's going to be later, so I'll have to flask for it. Go down. That one I may not even use until late, just because of how many points I'm going to have at certain points in the game, you know? How many points I'm going to be able to actually use on possibly superfluous places. I could put something more defensive, like more defensive than even the life value that's there. Sure, I'll lose damage, but honestly, it may be beneficial. This is another one that I'm thinking of doing different with. I'm going to go ahead and still do the ignore attribute requirement, but I was thinking about getting into that and maybe doing a little bit more endurance charge stack. Let's see. The other two places, or the other 2 points I could give for the intelligence would be right there, but then I would probably lose, let's see, I would lose 10% fire damage in order to get that crit cap, because I'll just sub those 2 points to right there. Oh, 1 point right there, and then I'm pretty sure I can scalp a point, one single one from somewhere. Oh, here we go. I'm not even going to do the flipping cluster, so I could do that. And then I would have... Come here, you. Okay. So, I'm going to put it there for a second, that for a second, so I can take out that. Oh, come on, let me take out that. Oh, no, I got to put the point there. Okay. So, yeah, I'd take out that, put that back there, and then I would do the 2 crit, or 2 5% crit lowered, or goes to recoup. And then that'll be the 100%, which also means that I may end up doing like a 3-5 voice, especially in like level 90 some, to go ahead and get 3 sockets. And I'll probably try to get a prismat or a watcher by that point, and I'll probably have the immutable over here. But that's how I think I'm going to go about it, and that should limit all the recoup issues that I'm going to have for Blood Notch. Just do the rune graft and freaking switch it over to where it's going to work for me. So the other changes. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to put points back. Come here. That, and up to the cluster, that. Alright. So, explode is good. Again, 10% chance is going to add huge chaining possibilities. Just for the simple fact that the radius is huge. Now, unless they're going to, nerf the radius, which might be a play. We'll see. Then just maps that would require us to just slaughter everything. Like, it'd be simple. It really would. And a quarters range is huge. I mean, hell, just look at my videos and look how it interacts with, like, the hive stuff. And that will, that'll tell you something. Alright, that's what I got so far. I will end up probably doing more POB shit later. But yeah, recoup is going to get solved probably for me via crit negation, and then just using a rune graft for the crit to recoup life. And we're good. Starter gear is probably still going to be rare boot, rare glove, a belt that has either high life or high fire res for regen. Everything else is pretty much going to be rolled the same. All right, guys, take her easy.